Eve was born Eve Jehan Jeffers on November 10, 1978, in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, to Julie Wilch, a publishing company supervisor, and Jerry Jeffers, a chemical plant supervisor. Her parents divorced when she was young, and Eve was raised primarily by her mother in the rough Germantown section of Philadelphia. As a child, Eve had a passion for the arts. She wrote poetry and performed in school plays, often mimicking musical icons like Salt-N-Pepa. By the age of 13, she began rapping, initially under the moniker Gangsta. She later adopted the name Eve of Destruction and performed with an all-female group called EDGP, which gained some local traction in Philadelphia. But her teenage years were also marred by struggle. After graduating from high school, Eve briefly worked as a stripper to support herself. Her friends encouraged her to focus on her music, pushing her back into the studio where her future would begin to unfold. Eve's big break came when rapper Mad Dollar E discovered her demo and helped her get signed to Dr. Dre's Aftermath Entertainment. Although that relationship was short-lived, she caught the attention of Ruff Ryders Entertainment, a burgeoning East Coast label known for gritty street-style rap. Eve became the first lady of Ruff Ryders, a pivotal role in her life. In 1999, she released her debut album, Let There Be Eve, Ruff Ryders' First Lady, which debuted at #1 on the Billboard 200, making her the third female rapper to top the chart. The album featured hits like What You'll Want and Love Is Blind, the latter addressing domestic violence and showcasing Eve's storytelling ability. Her fierce flow, raw lyricism, and tomboy fashion made her a symbol of empowerment for women in hip-hop. Her follow-up albums, Scorpion 2001 and Evolution 2002, further cemented her place in the rap elite. Scorpion earned her a Grammy Award in 2002 for Best Rap/Song Collaboration for Let Me Blow Your Mind with Gwen Stefani, a global smash that widened her appeal. As her music success soared, Eve also stepped into acting. In 2002, she made her film debut in Barbershop, playing the sassy and sharp-tongued Terry Jones. The role won her critical praise and audience adoration, and she reprised it in the sequels. She also starred in her self-titled sitcom, Eve, 2003-2006, on UPN, where she played a fashion designer navigating friendships and romance in Miami. The show was one of the few at the time to center around a young black woman, and was applauded for its light-hearted take on relationships, career, and identity. Over the years, Eve appeared in numerous other projects including XXX 2002, opposite Vin Diesel, The Woodsman 2004, with Kevin Bacon, guest roles in series like Glee, Third Watch, and Single Ladies. Eve was known not just for her lyrical skills, but also her signature paw print tattoos on her chest, her bold fashion choices, and her unapologetic femininity. She walked the line between being hard-hitting and stylish, inspiring many female rappers who followed. She was also a fashion designer, briefly launching her clothing line Fetish in the early 2000s, which blended streetwear with feminine flair. Though she never released an album after 2013's Lip Lock, Eve continued to feature in songs, collaborate with artists globally, and perform on world tours. Lip Lock was her first independent release, featuring artists like Missy Elliott, Snoop Dogg, and Chrisette Michele. In addition to rap, she became a staple in the electronic and dance music scenes, working with European artists like David Guetta and Gumball 3000. In 2017, Eve joined the daytime talk show The Talk as a co-host, replacing Aisha Tyler. Her intelligence, honesty, and relatable nature won her praise and brought her to a new audience. She spent 4 years on the show, offering perspectives on motherhood, race, music, and relationships, before stepping down in 2020 to focus on her family. Eve's love life had always been a subject of public curiosity. After a few high-profile relationships, she found lasting love with Maximilian Cooper, a British entrepreneur and founder of the Gumball 3000 motor rally. They married in June 2014 in Ibiza, Spain. Eve embraced her role as stepmother to Cooper's 4 children from a previous relationship. In February 2022, the couple welcomed their first child together, a son named Wild Wolf Fife Alexander Summers Cooper, marking a new and joyful chapter in Eve's life. She has spoken openly about the challenges of fertility and finding balance between her career and family, especially as a black woman navigating fame in both America and the UK. Eve remains one of the most respected women in hip-hop. As one of the few female rappers to earn a Grammy, host a national TV show, and act in mainstream films and television, her career spans multiple genres and industries. She helped open the door for other women in rap to express themselves unapologetically, whether through fashion, lyrics, or personal identity. Her influence can be felt in artists like Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, and Doja Cat. Eve also contributes to charitable causes, particularly those related to women's empowerment, domestic abuse, and youth education. Eve's journey to wealth began with music. After honing her lyrical skills in her hometown, she got her big break in the late 1990s, when she was signed to Ruff Ryders Entertainment. Her 1999 debut album, Let There Be Eve Ruff Ryders First Lady, made history by debuting at #1 on the Billboard 200, a rare feat for any artist, let alone a female rapper. The album sold over 2 million copies in the US alone, and earned her millions in royalties and performance fees. Her second album, Scorpion, 2001, was another commercial success and included the Grammy-winning hit Let Me Blow Your Mind, a collaboration with Gwen Stefani. The single not only charted globally, but also expanded Eve's reach into pop markets, increasing her visibility and financial prospects. This cross-genre success helped open doors for endorsement deals and high-paying gigs, significantly boosting her income. As her rap career soared, Eve diversified her portfolio by venturing into television and film. She starred in the successful barbershop film franchise, playing Terry Jones, a role that gave her consistent box office credibility and acting income. Her own sitcom, Eve, which aired from 2003 to 2006, allowed her to collect network TV paychecks as a lead actress. These projects, while creative milestones, were also strategic income streams that helped build long-term financial stability. By the late 2000s, Eve had established herself not just as a rapper, but as an entertainer with broad appeal. Her presence in both urban and mainstream entertainment opened her up to more lucrative opportunities, allowing her to continue earning even as her musical output slowed. Like many savvy celebrities, Eve understood the power of branding early on. In the early 2000s, she launched her clothing line Fetish, which was a mix of streetwear and glamour reflection of her unique style. Though it was eventually discontinued, the line generated substantial revenue at its peak and showed her willingness to take entrepreneurial risks. In addition to her own ventures, Eve landed endorsement deals with major brands such as Pepsi, Tommy Hilfiger, MAC Cosmetics, Sprite, and Reebok. These partnerships often came with six-figure contracts and further cemented her image as a trend-setting, marketable star. Her image graced campaigns that resonated with urban youth culture while appealing to fashion-forward consumers worldwide. In 2017, Eve joined the CBS daytime show The Talk as a permanent co-host, replacing Aisha Tyler. This move introduced her to an entirely new demographic, daytime television viewers, and earned her a steady, significant income. Her insightful takes, relatability, and professionalism made her a fan favorite. It was also a financially wise decision, as talk shows often offer reliable pay and public visibility without the demands of touring or acting. Though she left the show in 2020 to focus on her family and moved to London with her husband, The Talk marked another high-income period in her career, further padding her wealth and sustaining her celebrity profile. In 2024, Eve made one of the most financially significant moves of her career. She sold the rights to her music catalog to Iconoclast, a company known for acquiring legacy artists' intellectual property. While the exact sum was undisclosed, reports estimated the deal to be worth between $25 million and $50 million. This deal alone was a massive contributor to her reported $25 million net worth. Like many seasoned artists in recent years, Eve capitalized on the increased valuation of music catalogs in the streaming era. For her, it was a strategic decision that allowed her to receive a massive payout for decades worth of creative work music that still earns revenue through streaming, licensing, film syncs, and advertising. This catalog sale placed her among a growing list of legendary artists who have cashed in on their musical legacies, ensuring long-term financial security and generational wealth. Eve has also invested in real estate over the years. She previously owned a home in the Hollywood Hills, which she bought for $1.775 million and later sold for $1.325 million. Today, she lives between London and Los Angeles, with her husband Maximilian Cooper, a wealthy British entrepreneur and founder of the Gumball 3000 race. While they maintain separate business portfolios, the couple's combined resources and global lifestyle offer Eve added financial support and access to a world of business and investment opportunities. Their marriage also blends wealth. Maximilian is estimated to be worth around $60 million, which strengthens Eve's financial foundation and expands her reach into European and luxury markets. Eve's financial story is a lesson in resilience, adaptability, and forward thinking. She didn't just rely on rap albums or one-hit wonders. She built a layered career that embraced multiple industries. From selling out shows and topping charts, to appearing on primetime television and leveraging brand deals, Eve created a path to long-lasting financial success. Most importantly, she did so on her own terms. As a black woman in the entertainment industry, navigating male-dominated spaces in music and television, Eve's ability to maintain control over her brand and pivot at key moments is a testament to her strategic mindset. Today, Eve's estimated $25 million net worth represents more than just income. It is the result of a life shaped by passion, purpose, and persistence. From the battle raps of Philadelphia to high-level business deals in global entertainment, Eve has mastered the art of reinvention. Her financial legacy is not only secure but inspiring, proving that with talent, strategy, and courage, wealth can be built in a variety of meaningful, creative ways.